Thank you for buying a Brother sewing machine. This DVD is designed to give you an overview of the machine operation in line with the operation manual. Please note that some descriptions may not apply to the specifications of your model. Now let's get the machine ready for use. Insert the foot controller plug into the jack on the right side of the machine. Connect the power supply plug into a wall outlet. Turn the main power switch on. The sewing lamp comes on when the machine is turned on. Now let's take a look at how to set the bobbin winder and the lower thread. Only use the bobbin that has been designed for this sewing machine. Use of bobbins from older models may cause injury or damage to the machine. Pull out the spool pin fully and insert the spool of thread for the bobbins onto the spool pin. Hook the thread on the thread guide groove. Pull the thread from the front to the back around the pre-tension discs completely. Pass the end of the thread through the hole on the bobbin from the inside of the bobbin and pull through. Put the bobbin onto the bobbin winder shaft and slide the shaft to the right. Turn the bobbin until it clicks. Turn the main power switch on while gently holding the thread from the bobbin. Press the foot controller down lightly. Wind the thread around the bobbin a few times and then stop the machine. Trim the excess thread above the bobbin with a pair of scissors. Make sure you cut the excess thread completely before winding the bobbin. Wind the thread again by pressing the foot controller down fully. When the bobbin is full, the bobbin starts to turn slowly. Take your foot off the foot controller to stop the machine. Cut the thread with a pair of scissors. Slide the bobbin winder shaft to the left and remove the bobbin. First, turn the main power switch off before setting the lower thread. Raise the needle by turning the hand wheel toward you and raise the presser foot lever. The position is correct when the mark on the hand wheel points directly up. Remove the bobbin cover by sliding it toward you and put the bobbin in so that the thread comes out from the left side. Hold the end of the thread with your left hand. Push the bobbin down lightly with your right hand and then pass the thread through the slit. Make sure that the thread is correctly inserted through the tension adjusting spring of the bobbin case. For models equipped with a quick set bobbin, push the bobbin down lightly with your right hand and then pass the thread through the slit with your left hand. Pull the thread toward you to cut excess thread. Replace the bobbin cover. Now you have completed the setting of the lower thread. Now let's take a look at how to pass the upper thread of your machine. Ensure that the main power switch is off and the presser foot lever is raised. Raise the needle by turning the hand wheel toward you. Pull up the spool pin fully and insert the spool of thread for the upper thread so that the end of the thread comes out toward you. Hold the thread from the spool using both hands. Pass the thread to the thread guide groove from the back to the front so that the thread comes out toward you. Hold the thread with your right hand and use your left hand to feed it along the groove guide following the numbers. Make sure you feed the thread through the thread take-up lever from right to left. Hold the thread in your left hand and feed it through the needle holder thread guide with your right hand. Lower the presser foot and thread the needle. While gently holding the end of the thread, raise the presser foot and slowly turn the hand wheel toward you once to raise the needle. Pull up the upper thread and the lower thread will come out. Pull out the thread with your fingers. Put the upper thread and the lower thread under the presser foot and pull out about 5 centimeters, 2 inches of thread toward the back of the sewing machine. For models equipped with a needle threader, hook the thread on the needle holder and lower the presser foot. While lowering the needle threader lever slightly, hook the thread onto the guide. Turn the needle threader lever toward the back of the machine and the hook passes through the eye of the needle. Pass the thread through the hook. Holding the thread lightly, turn the needle threader lever toward you slowly and the hook will pull the thread through the needle. Draw the end of the thread from the needle's eye under the presser foot and pull about 5 centimeters or 2 inches of thread toward the rear of the machine. Now let's start sewing. Turn the main power switch on. Set the pattern selection dial to straight stitch sewing. Raise the needle and lift the presser foot to set the fabric. Pass the thread under the presser foot. While holding the thread and the fabric with your left hand, turn the hand wheel toward you to lower the needle into the fabric and lower the presser foot lever. When you sew the fabric, adjust the speed with the foot controller. To finish sewing, release your foot from the foot controller to stop the machine, and then raise the needle by turning the hand wheel toward you. Raise the presser foot, pull out the fabric, and then cut the threads with the thread cutter that is found on the left side of the machine. Try reverse sewing. To sew the fabric in reverse, lower the needle into the starting point of stitching and lower the presser foot. Start the machine slowly, and when you have sewn a few stitches, stop the machine. Press the reverse sewing lever and hold it to sew reverse stitches until you return to the starting point. When you have returned to the starting point, take your finger off the reverse sewing lever and sew forward again. You can reverse sew for reinforcement at the end of sewing as well by stopping the machine and pressing the reverse sewing lever. Now let's check the thread tension. The tension of the thread depends on the type of fabric or thread. Try sewing with a piece of the fabric you are going to use and adjust the tension of the thread. Let's use the zigzag stitches. Turn the pattern selection dial to set your desired width. Raise the presser foot and set the fabric and start sewing. The width can be changed in the course of sewing by turning the pattern selection dial. To change the stitch length, turn the stitch length dial. Let's sew a buttonhole. First, mark the position and length of the buttonholes on the fabric with tailor's chalk. Switch on the power and set the stitch length dial to 0 and the pattern selection dial to 5. Position the fabric so that the needle will hit the top right edge of the buttonhole mark and lower the presser foot. While lightly holding the upper thread with your left hand, turn the hand wheel toward you to lower the needle into the fabric. Step lightly on the foot control and sew 3 to 5 stitches and stop the machine. Turn the hand wheel toward you and move the needle to the right side. Set the stitch length dial to F and the pattern selection dial to 2, and sew the predetermined length of the buttonhole mark. When you have sewn up to the mark, stop the machine. Turn the hand wheel and move the needle to the right side. Set the stitch length dial to 0 and the pattern selection dial to 5. Sew 3 to 5 stitches and stop the machine. Turn the hand wheel and move the needle to the left side. Lower the needle into the fabric. Raise the presser foot and turn the fabric 180 degrees around the needle. Then turn the hand wheel and move the needle to the right side. Set the fabric so that the needle will hit the right edge of the mark and lower the presser foot. Set the stitch length dial to F and the pattern selection dial to 2 and sew the predetermined length of the buttonhole mark. Cut the thread slightly longer. Pull through the upper thread to the reverse side and tie a knot to prevent from fraying. Now let's take a look at the zipper insertion method. For zipper insertion, use zipper foot I. To replace the presser foot, raise the needle by turning the hand wheel toward you and turn the main power switch off. Raise the presser foot lever and pull down the presser foot to remove it. To attach the zipper foot, place the zipper foot at the position where the ditch of the presser holder can catch the metal pin of the zipper foot. For models with a black button behind the presser foot, raise the presser foot lever and press the black button to remove the presser foot. To attach the zipper foot, place the zipper foot at the position where the ditch of the presser holder can catch the metal pin of the zipper foot. Select straight stitch, center needle position on the pattern selection dial. To sew the right side of a zipper, set the presser foot on the left side pin. Let's take a look at how to change the needle and maintenance. Make sure to turn the main power switch off before you change the needle. Raise the needle to its highest position by turning the hand wheel toward you. Remove the presser foot and lower the presser foot lever. Hold the needle with your left hand. Loosen the needle clamp screw with the accessory screwdriver in your right hand. And remove the needle. With the flat side of the new needle toward the rear of the machine, insert the needle until it touches the needle stopper. Hold the needle with your left hand and secure the needle clamp screw with a screwdriver. Make sure you switch the machine off before you clean it. With the presser foot, the needle and the presser foot holder removed, remove the clamp screws and the needle plate. Grasp the bobbin case and pull it out. Use cleaning brushes or vacuum cleaners to remove any dust from the race and its surrounding area. Return the bobbin case to its original position. Make sure that the projection of the bobbin case and the tension adjusting spring of the race are aligned. Please enjoy sewing with your brother machine.
Nous vous remercions d'avoir acheté une machine